morning, everyone. It is Saturday. I am currently still at college, and I am actually headed home for the day. I'm going to try to do a couple videos while I'm home, so whatever you guys see next is going to be right here, so let's get going. I didn't know they put Powerstrokes in transits. Let's see how this little girl starts up. Been sitting for 2 or 3 weeks. So I just put these new fog lights on the truck, and if you guys haven't seen the truck in a really long time, so let's just do a quick walk around real quick. Go over there, and obviously it's got all the shakas and the crowns on there, which was a new touch a couple months ago. So you guys haven't seen that. You haven't seen the headlights either. You get that quick clip of them. Worked for, and then the other one says not given to. It's a motto around here. So I couldn't see out of these headlights at night, right?
Paint, it's got the drip.
It does have the drip. That is right. Because I didn't do the greatest paint job. But these headlights, I could not see out of them at night because I painted them. And usually when you do a color match headlight, you put a projector in it because it's either got to stay chrome or you can't just flat paint it like I did. And I can't see stuff, so I added these fog lights just today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just show them this side real quick, and then we got a special treat for you guys in the morning. I think you'll like it. It's probably why you clicked on this video anyway. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. This is my brother's gold truck over here. 7.3, what year is this? 99? Yeah, this is a 99. This thing hasn't been started in like 2 months, but it's got a brand new 7.3 engine in it, not a remanufactured. It's a brand new one. Obviously, like, the inner core pipes are reused and stuff, but the engine itself was taken out of an excursion from the factory line, and it was a leftover engine with 0 miles, right? Yep.
0 miles. It had 18 miles on it.
18 miles. We looked up the Carfax on the VIN number. on this motor, and it had 18 miles. It was literally taken out of an excursion off the factory line, which was very strange, but it was brand new. There was not a speck of anything on the motor, but it did have to be all resealed, right? You did everything?
It had to be resealed because it sat with diesel fuel on it for 20 years.
Yeah, the little fuel lines,
years.
the metal fuel lines where they have those rubber grommets, those were all gone. I'll see if I have a picture in my phone somewhere of this, but yeah, this thing's been sitting for 2 months, and it's, how many miles have you put on it?
500 maybe at most,
Yeah.
not many.
It'll start right up. This is a brand new 7.3 engine. It's literally brand new. I mean, look at it. It's been sitting, it's a 2001. I'm pretty sure it was probably fired up for like testing and stuff, but I mean, look at this thing. Even the oil pan still has the sticker on the side of it for the oil filter. Let me show you that. Oh yeah, right there. It still has that sticker on. Of course, it doesn't look brand new because it's all torn down and taken apart. And I just want to explain some things here. That this motor, let's just say it's got 5 miles on it. I don't know how many hours of runtime, but it's literally looks like it's never been run. So my brother bought this. He bought this for actually $4,500 to put it in his own truck. Luckily, we checked and pulled this. This was the first thing we pulled off, this fuel line right here, the one that goes to the back of the passenger side head. And you can see this O-ring down here. Well, it's not really an O-ring. It looks like an O-ring, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be one of those like little seals. I'll show you a picture on the screen. So that is all deteriorated. Up in here, you can see we got the front cover off. Those little seals, gaskets came off. One of them ripped actually because it was brittle. I'm going to reseal the injectors, basically replace every rubber component on this after we saw those. And this one too. I mean, look at this. There's literally like nothing left. So this motor's getting a whole rehaul, even though it is basically brand new. So I'm going to call it brand new because, I mean, look at how clean everything is. Let me show you this front cover. Front cover's brand new. High pressure oil pump, brand new. Everything's new. So these gaskets, one of them actually ripped over there. You can see that ripped coming out. It's brittle. Turbo pedestal O-rings, brittle. Pretty much every rubber component on it was brittle. And good thing we checked because we were just going to go and slap this in his truck. But this is just proof here that these engines, these trucks, I don't care how many miles they have, they're 20 years old. And this is a classic example of basically you buy something like that that's old and you just have to dump more money into it. And that's the same deal with these lower mile trucks that people want 30 grand for. You should just expect to dump a bunch of money into fixing leaks on that truck. I don't care how many miles it has. This would have leaked pretty much right off the bat. If not within a couple hundred miles, that would have went right out. The little rubber seal in here, I mean, it literally is, it will crumble away if I squeeze it. So, I mean, everything just to do it on this engine, just to have the peace of mind. Mechanically, it's in good shape, but everything else, I mean, it's just 20 years old. I mean, it had oil in it, had fuel in it. So even though it's low usage, it's just had the cycles occur with the heat and the cold, even though not necessarily running, just sitting, it still gets hot and cold. Once the fluid comes in contact with it, that's done there. So damage is done after the years. And this is just absolute proof that these trucks, being 20 years old, I don't care how many miles it has, it's not worth it to spend those boatloads of money for a lower mile truck. All right, guys, so I know I strayed off a little bit on the tangent there, getting more into what the trucks are worth or whatever. I can do a whole separate video on that, and I can go on and on about that. A lot of people forget that these trucks have two parts to them. They're both mechanical and chemical. And I mean by mechanical, I mean the metal components in it, and then chemical, I mean all the rubber gaskets. You could see that as proof in that clip that I showed you right there. That motor was brand new. And a lot of people forget that half the game on these engines is all the rubber components making it do its job. It can't do its job if it's leaking oil or if it's leaking diesel. It's just not going to be reliable. But like I said, that's a whole nother video. I can literally go on and on for that. And these people buying these low mile trucks or whatever, the truck is 20 years old and stuff. And on paper, it may be worth that based on what the market is. But the way that I shop for stuff, especially these older trucks, I have a different mindset, and I can kind of explain that in another video. Even though a bunch of people are probably going to be like, I get like 30 grand for whatever. Yeah, you may get that, but whoever's buying the truck, I got a different message for that person. Like I said, I have a philosophy to what I'm doing and what I think about these trucks. That can be a whole nother video. So let's get back to starting up this truck. Sitting for about 2 months here, and this will be the first startup on it in 2 months. So it's basically brand new. Only had 500 so miles on it at this point. Yeah, let's get it started up. Yeah, put the mirror out. Yeah, this is, I never got to introduce you guys properly. This is my brother Steve. He has his own YouTube channel called Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape. Obviously, you can see the truck, the equipment around here. It's all his stuff, but of course the black truck is mine. So his name is Steve, and well, this is the truck you just saw. What is this, got a 6-inch lift?
I believe it's a 6-inch lift, 35-inch wheels.
35-inch?
Put that on a couple of years ago and haven't really driven it that much, maybe a couple thousand miles. But
yeah, the truck's got what, like 425 on it?
About 425 or 430,000 miles on it.
But
it's
like
new, everything has been
everything's new. Brand new transmission, right, from Ford?
Yeah, put in 3 years ago or so.
Probably like 20,000 miles on it.
20 to 30,000 miles on it, I guess, in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
The lift kit, the new engine. What else? I mean,
just standard brakes,
wheel bearings, ball joints, everything's been done to it. Brake lines, fuel lines.
Yeah.
Anything you could possibly think about. The only thing that's original, we like to say, is the seat.
Yeah, the seat. Look at the seat.
Torn up.
Yeah,
you can tell that
that's honestly not that bad though.
The rest of the truck is perfect.
Yeah, the rest of the truck's in pretty good shape. Well, there's Steve. Go follow him on his YouTube. Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
It's called Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape. He's got tons of equipment. I like to think that he has better equipment than I'd say 90% of other people out there do, and he's only what, 26? So he's in a pretty good spot. He's been working his ass off. So definitely go give him a subscription to his YouTube channel. Go hit up his social media, and you guys can see what he's got going on over there.
Peace.